Can you do your face really fast?
Under 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like right now, just so you have an idea, I'm wearing a little bit of foundation. I'm a big believer in foundation, from free radicals for pollution. It's got SPF in it. I like an even base. I've got a little bit of our bronzer. This is actually our metallic gold eyeshadow, but I use it as a bronzer because it's super easy. And then I have lipstick on, and that's it. And then I just
Yeah, amazing.
like done. Like this is my Zoom look. Lipstick makes a big difference. It makes my teeth look whiter. It makes me feel good. It gives me color, a little warmth from the sun, my bronzer here, good to go.
And so we were touching about skin tones, and I know that some companies are really growing their foundations, but
Yes.
as a smaller independent, is that a little bit of a challenge, or how are you tackling how many skin tones we do have out there in this world?
So funny enough, we were relaunching our whole entire foundation SKU in February.
Mm-hmm.
And then this little thing called COVID-19 happens. And so we are just waiting because manufacturing was closed down for 3 months here in Toronto. We are literally waiting for them to relaunch. So in total right now, we actually have 5 shades, but each one of those shades is self-adjusting. So it covers an
Oh,
array of
good.
shades.
Okay.
So those 5 shades, yes, but they are so self-adjusting. People are always blown away. They always think it's magic. It's my favorite thing to do when I see a woman and she's like, that's not going to work on me. And then I put it on her and I'm like, give it 30 seconds. It's self-adjusting. It's literally the best magic trick I have. That being said, we have our second phase of foundations coming out, which are the in-between shades.
Mhm.
So we are definitely working. I would say by the end of the day, hopefully by the end of the year, 2020, we'll have a total of 15 shades.
And is it magic, or is it a secret? What makes something self-adjusting?
It's science. We're using these incredible pigments, micas that are
Mhm.
really drawn to warmth, which is why I always suggest when you put on foundation, use your fingers first.
Mhm.
And it's looking for light pigments in your skin, so it's looking for its buddies to go and cluster with, which is how it's self-adjusting. So it's really clever, but it's natural organic beauty. It's science. The nature really provides everything we need.
Did you take science in high school?
I did, but it's a lot different. I compare chemistry to baking
Okay.
because you have a recipe, AKA a formulation, and it's so exact. And, think of like when you're tempering chocolate, you have to do it over like a double bath, and it can't be too hot and can't be too cold because you can burn it. That is really what chemistry is about, making sure you don't overheat things, to make sure that you add it in at the right time. Not all essential oils work with each other. You can have very bad reactions. And that's what I really like about chemistry. I like that you are following a recipe, a formulation, and coming out with an end product that's very consistent.
Have you always been a patient person to go through that process?
You've got to be in the right mindset. I always remember my chemistry teacher saying, like, you have to be in a really good headspace, because that batch, if you are putting in like negative energy or just like having a bad day, everything goes wrong. I feel like that's when you do anything. So when I was making my products all by myself, I
Mhm.
would have to get into a really good headspace. I'd have to be really well rested. I'd have to be like really excited. Thankfully, I'm not making my products in my kitchen anymore, but yeah, now it's like when I get the end product, I'm just like so excited for it. So
And so do you visit your factories often? Are you always looking for new partners?
I've had the same partner now for a decade. We have a great relationship. They, know our product inside and out. I, am so hands-on and so knee deep, from ingredients to
Mhm.
packaging to you name it. And I think right now, like, we've got a great thing going on. So yeah, no, I have no plans on switching or.
Can you tell me about any upcoming plans or line extensions?
Yeah, so right now the most exciting thing that I've been working on during COVID is pencils. So we're going to have new lip, brow, and eye pencils coming out that I'm very, very, very excited about. Of course, we're extending the foundations, and we also have a few collaborations with some other incredible brands coming up for the holidays that I'm very excited about. So if you follow us at delishcosmetics.com, that's DALISH cosmetics.com, we will be announcing all of that stuff that's coming up. So I'm pretty excited for what we have.
And Canadian brand partnerships for
All
Christmas?
Canadian, every single one is all Canadian, all women entrepreneurs. We're all kind of in the same position, and it's like they're my favorite brand. So it's great when we can support and work with each other.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so that is a really great transition into, because I wanted to ask about being first a woman in business, Canadian, and in a clean beauty industry, and what that was like at the beginning versus now. Or if you
Well,
could-
at the beginning, I was like foreign. People just couldn't understand. Stores didn't want to carry, a clean line. They just didn't, everybody just wanted, products that looked like Bobby Brown or Mac and
Yeah,
NARS. So, I just knew so much because I had suffered from, horrible acne. And really when you have, it's like, it's almost like a crisis when you're like, do you not understand what is in your products? I just knew that I had to stick with it and just like keep going like the little engine that could. And I did. And now, we're in a time where everybody's, producing a clean line and going knees deep into it, and everybody's looking for it. So I'm grateful that, I was definitely ahead of the time. And I think for me, it's like, I'm never in a rush to do anything. I don't do anything unless it's done right.
and you are very philanthropic. Would you like to tell me a little bit of about some of the charities you support?
Yeah, there's such a variety. I am so passionate about everything that, goes on in the city. So for instance, like our masks, we donate $5 from each mask to a local food bank. So we just kind of see who needs help what week and just send them a donation. We sponsor kids at Christmas time to make sure that those kids, and I always pick the kids that are, maybe not necessarily the popular, so like preteen or whatnot. And we just take care of those kids and get everything on their list. I kind of have my hands in a bit of everything. I'm really focused on the community and where can we help and just make it easier for everybody. Cancer is a huge one. I lost my closest girlfriend, Nadine Parsons. So we've got a great collaboration going on right now with Rethink Breast Cancer. I sit on the board for Look Good, Feel Better for the Bubbles and Brunch. Pancreatic cancer, we give to their funding as well. Wands for a good cause. So we, with our mascara wands, send them to animal charities where they can use it to clean.
Oh yes,
Wands for life. You name it. I kind of, anything that I can get involved with, or if I see there's anything that we can kind of contribute that makes sense. I have a huge heart, anything to do with like women, anything to do with animals, anything to do with like reducing our footprint, obviously cancer, it's so near and dear to my heart. So that's kind of how I pick the things that we work with. Is it has a lot of, it's something that has impacted me directly. So I'm sure there will be many more that we add on to, but yeah.
So the time goes by really fast, but do you have any words of advice for somebody wanting to get into your line of work or just start?
Yeah, well, just start. You're always going to have hiccups in everything, but just keep in mind, people, they always think you're an overnight success. They don't realize the first 10 years that you put into it. And I think it's just be patient, be strategic, and go for it. Just do it. And just, you're always going to be adjusting, but definitely do it.
Well, that was amazing. Thank you so much for doing it. You're a
Thanks.
force of beauty. You're a force of inspiration. I love Canadian companies. I love Canadian success story.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to even feature Delish. It means a lot, especially during a time like this.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you in the flesh soon.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm hoping about it'd be nice to see Corinne as well at some point.
I know. I got my favorite Pico. I know.
But okay, I will let you go. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.